I will do that when I'm ready. You don't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. I wish you were.
Do your homework.
Should be.
Yes, sir. Hi, everyone. I'm Frank Bloodman. This is Violence Buffet. I'm joined by the Kevin, the Michael, and the Scott all around me.
Yeah.
And it is another of my choices this week.
Wait, hold on. We have to
What?
acknowledge something. Our friend Scott is dying.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
He's got a disease.
It's called
Disease
dying of a
of the-
bad attitude.
Yeah.
Disease of the COVID.
You know what that means, guys. I've explained it before. I'm the last guy on the show now that hasn't had it. So
You are the last one, yeah.
COVID's
I
fucking
made it-
coming for me, man.
I made it till May of this year.
That's pretty
Had a
good.
good run. Had a good run.
Yeah. I think anyone that made it to 2022, good for them.
Congrats, Scott.
Hey, thanks. I
You
feel
did
like
it.
a real winner.
I am proud of you, Scott. I think you did a great job getting COVID.
Yeah.
Thanks. This is
Out of
COVID.
all- out of all the COVIDs I've seen, yours is the best.
boosted as well.
He did it with
But that's
style.
the thing. Yeah, that's the thing is you're fully vaccinated, right?
Fully vax boosted. Yeah, I don't.
Vax
and this was-
boosted.
Sheep, sheeple, fucking sheeple.
And this was absolutely the sickest I've ever been in my life.
Oh my god.
Wanted to
My
die.
heart is broken.
I'm not fully vaccinated, but I got pumped full of antibodies when I got it because it would have killed me.
I don't know. I've had it
All
for
right.
over a week.
Well, let's watch some people die then.
Yeah.
Yes. It's
So yours,
Scanners.
Yeah. What year?
I
Cronenberg?
believe the Cronenberg.
Cronenberg, right? Yeah.
I had to look it up. I didn't have that little
haven't seen this in-
tidbit on the ready.
I don't think I've seen
That's
this
okay.
since VHS days.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
This was one that I didn't see until later in life, but I would always see the VHS cover in this video store, and it would freak me out.
It's a great
Yeah.
cover. Yeah.
So 1981 Canadian science fiction horror.
Oh,
film.
I wonder if I drank the same soda as Scott's drinking.
Scott's drinking a coconut beer.
Probably. Yeah.
But anyways, are we gonna play the game where Mike's gonna guess the context at the end, based on what he sees?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alrighty,
All right.
do it.
Here
Up.
we go. Scanners. Hey.
Nope. There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Good. All right. So, Mike, you haven't seen this, right?
I've only seen the iconic GIF.
I didn't realize how much he looks like David Cross.
Oh yeah,
Him?
Like a like
Yeah.
a nervous
No, the other
David
guy.
Cross.
that's Tobias.
Junke, yeah.
Which guy
This
is
is-
hornier? That's the
this is-
question.
Is
So
that
this is
Michael
an-
Ironside?
Yeah, it is. This is Mike. This is an orgasm contest. In case you were wondering.
They're edging.
They did that in the '80s. Competitive orgasm.
That's where it started. Yeah. First annual.
See a little something on the head. I think something's gonna happen.
The most inactive crowd.
He's edging. He's edging.
I'm gonna.
It tickles. There it is.
Nice.
Right in the vest.
This isn't even an edit. This is how it is in the movie. Just one
Yeah.
thing after another.
Oh no, not that guy.
We.
How do we end up back on the
That's it.
stairwell?
Oh, that lamp.
Oh shit. That's what you do. Fuck out of there.
This is a regular Saturday night at Scott's house.
Wet road.
Oh shit. Oh man. Ah, he's driving.
Didn't exchange information. Someone's paying their deductible.
Is that the disco mark?
Disco Mart? Is that what it was called?
I think so.
I want to see someone else. See?
Hi.
I told you. No fireworks.
That's via payphone.
A goo phone.
I think most payphones are blue phones.
Yeah.
No!
Or
All right. We're gonna do it the scanner way. I'm gonna suck your brain dry.
ooh,
Everything you are is gonna become me. You're gonna be with me, Cameron, no matter what. After all, brothers should be close, don't you think?
not wrong.
No.
Oh, that's a cool effect.
Ah.
He almost did.
Oh boy.
Oh,
The heat of the sperm is reaching the tip of his penis. Whoa.
That's sperm.
Oh no.
He's turning into a ball sack.
Seam goes right down the middle of his face.
Little tiny hairs start popping up.
He's got shit on his chin because he wipes from back to front.
Oh man. Oh, I want this power. Tiniest little squirt.
No!
Oh boy.
The varicose face.
His face was turned into lasagna.
No, don't do that. That is gonna scar.
Yeah.
Falls on some comic strips and he gets up and it's like a perfect copy. It's his Putty face. I don't think this scene is long enough.
I was waiting for someone to say something.
Jesus Christ. When Scott watched this on VHS, he had to switch tapes halfway through this scene.
Ooh, he's like a candle man.
In the original version, he actually yells, "I am Candleman."
That's fun.
The name of the movie originally was Candleman, and then they were getting sued.
Oh, there he goes. Finished.
Sperm is flying now.
That was
That's my favorite. Best O ever.
Is that the end of the movie?
More or less.
That was the whole movie, just that scene.
I do have
That's
to
it, right?
rewatch. I have to rewatch Scanner. It's been way too long.
It's been a long time for me too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I remember a couple of the scenes, but not the context.
I may have been switching up scenes in from this movie with maybe Video Drone or Video whatever.
Cronenberg.
Drone,
The name.
yeah.
So there.
So no,
No.
A lot of cum in that movie, guys.
it's not enough.
Well,
some
that's
would say.
his eyes turned into it at the end there, as you may have noticed.
Just comes right out. Yeah.
Michael,
Just
cum
covers-
eyes.
Kai's.
Bill, do you have questions for us?
Yes, I'm just setting up the scoreboard. I didn't do it in advance. My apologies.
Oh Jesus Christ, you're
We'll
wicked
go to-
prepared.
I remember.
I have like
Okay.
very limited time left. Come on.
On this
Literally
Earth?
in life. Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
We're running out
Um,
of Scott.
Scott, how realistic?
No. Like 3.
I was gonna say no. Technically has a 0 in it, but 3. Okay.
Yeah, 3. I mean,
No, with a
the
0.
blood. I think the blood was nice. People on fire look like they're on fire.
Yeah.
3.
Michael.
Yeah, Scott makes sense. I'm gonna say 3 as well.
I'm gonna
Yeah, but
actually bump
that's-
it up a little bit.
Son of a
What are you gonna
bitch.
say?
Just because of the head explosion. Like that just looks like meat. It looks like exploding meat, and I liked it.
Yeah, I mean it's a classic, obviously.
Right, but if a head exploded from the inside out, I think it might look like that. Plus, he got varicose face.
On the
I'll give it
goose
a.
side, but yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 5. How about that?
Wow.
Bill's like, I'm gonna give it a fucking 3 too. Kevin's dumb.
I'm going 4.
Yeah,
4 because some of the things could happen in some sense, but
yeah.
yeah. But
Think about
More
when
or
you
less not.
have to push really hard when you go to the bathroom.
Think about it all the time.
Basically, I think the story for Mike's sake too is that it's just there are these combating groups of people with these weird telekinetic powers. One's good, one's evil, basically. I did want to note in the exploding head scene after it happens and everyone's like getting up in the audience, even like Michael Ironside's like when he's getting up, he's like, "Oh shit! Like I can't believe I just did that." His reaction was like, "Whoops."
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Scott, how ridiculous?
Fairly ridiculous. I'm gonna go probably pretty high on that. Just thinking about
I thought you
Even
said
just that-
barely ridiculous.
no,
What?
fairly.
I'm
Even
like,
that
this
last
COVID
that,
is really.
my sense of taste is really fucked up. Well, I mean, even that last scene. I mean, the amount of vein throbbing,
Yeah.
pulsating goo was pretty ridiculous. I'm gonna go, and I mean, the head explosion is lovely, but it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I'm gonna go 8 on ridiculous.
Yeah, makes sense to me. I'm gonna go 9. Again, veins fuck me up. Veins, are very upsetting to me. I've always been bummed out by veins. And yeah, there's just a lot of explosions, a lot of wild reactions, a lot of just insane shit happening. Oh yeah, that's a 9.
All right.
9 Robin Biggs.
I'll give it an 8 as well. I mean, it is pretty ridiculous, but it's ridiculous in a great way. Like the eyes melting, and
Yeah.
I like the fire stuff is the stuff I like the least. Like Scott had mentioned before, that they look like they're on fire. I'm like, yeah, they just look like they're covered in stuff that's on fire. I don't know, but it's all practical. So there you go.
It is. I'm gonna go 8.5. Oh. Based on
Genital level.
the strength of the head, but even there's one of the gunshots. I know like there was a lot of people being shot, which is pretty standard stuff. But when the guy gets shot in the back, it's just like a giant flap of his back pops up, and but they were
was
all
a
pretty
wig.
they were all pretty juicy gunshots. I thought
The-
There was
the one
lots of-
thing
lots
that-
of blood.
There was one gunshot that was with a handgun, and it looked like it did a ton of damage. And then there were people getting shot with a shotgun, and it was like a little hole. I'm like, guys, you switched it up.
I would have
Well,
liked. I feel like a movie like that. I feel like they set some standards that a shotgun shot would have been a little more destructive.
Yeah.
Right. But especially with a head explosion like that, they should be all about like okay, we
Everything
need
should
to make-
explode in that movie.
Like the wall should be coated in blood.
That right there.
The walls should be coated and explode.
Yes. All right, Scott, how gratuitous?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey.
Gratuitous. Yeah, fairly gratuitous as well. I'll give it an 8 on the gratuitous scale.
Alrighty.
I forget, like in the movie itself, is there a lot of downtime, or like is there like a story downtime, or is it kind of just more
It's
that
Cronenberg, so I'm gonna go with probably a lot.
I mean, as we saw in
Yeah.
that last scene, I mean, it was a very pivotal scene filled with downtime. So,
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I'd like to watch every David Cronenberg movie like this.
Just the
edited.
highlights.
Yes.
Just tonight.
Sure, why not?
As soon as we're done, that's what
Yeah.
Scott's doing. He does upload his
Jeez,
VHS tapes and fast forward to
I
those scenes.
have trouble making it through most Cronenberg movies.
don't know if I know any.
Videodrome?
It's all right.
We'll do that in the future.
We
in
got to
the
do that.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready
Like
for it.
again, like this in this format where I'm just watching like the violence and gore. Awesome, but when it comes to the actual plots, they're a little drawn out.
Yeah. Mike, did you get some
Hey,
opinions?
Didn't, but I'm gonna have to say, what was the category?
Gratuitous.
Gratuitous? Yeah. I'm gonna say 7, kind of because what we talked about. Because for every head explosion, for every orgasm contest, for every vein popping out, like we said, there's some pretty tame gunshots, and like even when the guy got tossed down the stairs, I was hoping to see like the funny neck or something. It was unless they were going big, they weren't really throwing it out there.
Hoping for a compound fracture, perhaps. Yeah.
That stairwell didn't make any sense either, because there's like the center
Well,
part.
Kevin,
and
it's Canada.
Oh, it's true. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. That's
Yeah,
true.
Canada.
You're right. I take it back.
All right. Think
Did you
about
give
that
it
next time.
score? Did you say 7, Mike?
Mike said
I
7.
said 7.
I'm gonna do 7.5, so that way it balances out
Oh my
Bill's
God,
other
it's
half.
No.
Kevin's sandwich between me and Scott. I'm just got this cute little 7.5
And it's pretty
between our 7 and
much
8.
what everyone else has said.
I'm just curious if there was an actual sandwich of you three with Mike in the middle, who would he be facing? Would he be facing down towards one of you or facing up towards one of you?
I'll probably face up.
Towards whom?
You know what?
But I don't understand if it's a sandwich. Wouldn't he be doing both?
No, he's the meat in
No.
the sandwich, and
float
you're both the
around.
bread. Unless you're both facing outwards. If Kevin's face down, and then Mike's laying on top of him, facing the back of his head, and you're laying on top of him with your
Oh,
back
I
to him,
see.
facing up.
I gotta tell you, big Scott fan, big Kevin fan. I don't want to choose between my favorites. I'm going
Fine.
sideways.
Flip.
Very
Yeah.
respectful.
Yeah, or you guys can get me on a little spit roast, and I can
Well,
just kind of rotate between them.
If this helps you change your mind, I drink a lot of coffee, so I got the coffee breath sometimes.
All
Scott drinks a lot of Canadian beverages,
Those
so
are
everything
refreshing.
smells like maple
Coconut
syrup.
beer.
Yeah,
I'm in.
It's all maple
Mouth to mouth
syrup.
with Scott.
I want to be mouth to mouth with Scott.
Anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 8 based on the strength of the head explosion.
It's a great
It's pretty,
explosion.
yeah, I mean it's
Oh,
classic.
and I'm thinking about it too, with the hot pussy blood coming out. It was like
horny.
boiling. That's like that's gross, and there was like some like yellow in there, unnatural. And the eyes, like the eyes,
Actually, I
just
think
kind
the
of
yellow is probably more natural than the white. To be
Well, there
honest.
was red too. I'm as opposed to the red,
Oh.
but that's why I give it that.
All right.
Fair enough.
Okay, Scott over there. How creative
Hi.
or unique was the violence?
Creative or unique.
Slash, yeah, and or
Quite. I mean, that last scene is long, but I don't think
I
I've
had
seen
to- I
much
had to-
like
I-
it.
I had to put the whole
Um,
thing in there.
Oh no, I'm not
Yeah.
critiquing that. I'm just saying throughout it all, it kept kind of changing. It was the same
Right.
idea, but I liked that it was different things happening to their faces.
Hmm.
The orgasm face got a little old, but that's more of an acting thing, I think.
Yeah.
I think Scott's cum shaming.
Yeah. oh,
Yes, exactly.
I identify as a cum.
Come already. I did it, and I definitely enjoyed it. No,
No.
but yeah, quite creative. I'll go with a 9. I mean, honestly, all of it, aside from guns are guns, right? But not
Right.
particularly creative.
Yeah.
But the stuff that
but
makes it
e-
more interesting. Yeah.
But even the gun fight, you don't get a lot of van shooting at van kind of thing, and they opened up like the side, and all these shotguns are pointed out, and he smashes through like a record store. That was
Yeah.
creative.
Also, there was right before it smashed through. You notice the customer who did the classic throw stuff in the air as they run out of the way. Yeah,
Love it.
Yeah, right.
Love it. I agree with my close personal friend Scott. I think there's a lot of novel ideas in there. There's a lot of creative shit. There's a lot of stuff in there that's I can't imagine is seen anywhere else. Brain stuff and vein stuff and all that stuff. It's great.
Tough and stuff. Yeah. Did you give it a 9?
Number.
I gave it a 9.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 9 as well. Because with the head explosions, right? Like I don't know of anything. I don't know of anything that
The head all exploded.
Yeah. And if they did do it before that, it wasn't nearly as good. And now it's kind of like the thing you compare it to for head explosions.
Yeah.
It's also such a shot, like with the black.
Oh, yeah.
background,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
centered
And it's-
yeah.
Like even the editing and stuff too, like the cut between like the real person and the dummy, like it was great.
Right.
It was just done really
Anyone
well.
else notice how
Dummy.
no bits of head got onto Michael Ironside somehow, even though he was sitting a foot away from him?
Well,
Yeah.
he's Michael Ironside. He's got
Did
his
he
own
use like a
force
telepathic
field.
shield? Yeah,
I was gonna say you
think
got a
so.
little scanner shield going on. It's
Yeah.
just like I don't want any of that goo on me.
I'm
he thought
actually a
ahead.
Michael Ironside fan. I know some people may not like him, but
I only
like
know him from the Splinter Cell video games. I don't know if I've
Oh.
seen
Yeah,
him in
what would I
person.
know him from?
He's been in a bunch of like horror and action movies.
Was he Enter the Dragon?
Oh, it's
no.
Canadian.
No, that's
No.
someone else. That's someone
Yeah,
else.
that was
Citizen
yeah,
Kane, the
No.
Godfather.
He was in was it
Schindler's List.
Gone with the Wind.
There's
Wow,
one
he's
where
in
he
all of them.
he worked in like a hospital. I think it was like not night shift, after hours or something like
he
that.
was in an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger. So
There you go.
There we go.
Perfect.
yeah. All right.
Where's his Emmy?
All right. I'm going 9 on the creative and unique as well.
Thank
Nine's all
fucking
around.
God. I was gonna flip a fucking table if you didn't go 9 with us.
Yeah.
Not even in his own house. He was
Same
going to
team.
run next door and flip their table.
Ooh, it's a total
Oh, yeah.
recall.
He's gonna pull a Scott, invade the neighbors. All right. Lastly, the quality of the special effects.
For practical effects on, I'm gonna guess a pretty low budget.
I'm gonna guess.
Canadian movie.
I'm gonna guess.
Hey.
I think they did a great job with the effects. I'm gonna go with the 9 again. I thought they did excellent work. Even when it looked like fake-ish, it was like, I don't know what the fuck's that supposed to really look like. I don't know. It looks good. You know what I mean? Like,
Just like
How,
something that
how
no
are we to
one's-
know
no
if
one's
a
thought of.
little pinhole's not going to just come out of your face and you just
It's so awesome.
like you don't know?
That's worse. This stuff like
It really
is,
blood
yeah.
shooting out. Yeah.
the worst effects to me, honestly, were on Michael Ironside's face, where he gets hit sometimes. There's like marks, and I don't know. They
I
just
saw
look
yeah
like
in that last.
it looked
scene,
like
was
someone
one
went
in the
like, "You
center
got to
of his
make him
head.
injured." Put like an injured sticker on him. Like,
Yeah.
it looked like a
Write the
little-
word injured on his face.
We call
and
them
permanent
guards,
marker.
not marks. We can't say that word.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Bleep that out, Bill.
But yeah,
Thank
other
you.
than that, I thought they did a great job.
Yeah, same 9. The head explosion is iconic. It's a very memorable and exciting head explosion. And the veins, man, I am so upset by veins, and they did a really good job upsetting me. So I think that speaks to the quality of the special effects. I've never seen an effect like that with the veins kind of crawling like that. It was very believable. It was really cool
they were
on the
thick,
face as
too.
well. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice and
Ugh.
juicy. Pop that syringe in, shoot a little H. Should be cool.
Some horse.
little,
Yeah.
Worse.
I agree. I'm
What?
going to give it a 9 as well because of the veins.
Scott,
The vein,
Scott.
well, and the explosion, but the
Look.
veins, like I was at first, I was like, are they doing it like in reverse or something? But I'm like, they're not. They're totally not doing it in reverse. And like, then I was looking to see if you could see like any fake skin where like, and it was just done really well. So I
It was
didn't
smooth.
really, it was done really well. And
Very
to have it
nice.
on his face like that too, on Michael Ironside's face, like, and it have it not look that like super duper obvious that
Yeah.
it's just a balloon under of some fake skin, I
What
thought
if
it
they're
was done
really
really well.
injecting oxygen into their veins for real, for the
Oof.
sake of the scene?
That's why Michael Ironside lost his hair.
Oh.
That's the worst. Hey, I take that as that's the worst that happens instead of a
Yeah.
stroke.
Yeah,
Did
I
you give
would
it a
too.
9, Kevin?
Yeah, I give it a 9.
Okay. Guess who's also given it a 9?
Scott.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Look at
true.
me.
We
I'm
have it
doing.
on record.
I'm a 9er as well on that. All the same reasons. I have to bring up because I brought up during the Prowler, and I knew it was coming this time with the milky eyes. Still upsetting to watch it, but I just I can appreciate that fact because that's when I turn into Mike for that thing.
If anything can be described as milky, I don't want to.
I'm lactose intolerant, and anything, with milk in the name or
Can't even say
description,
the word.
It's got to be
Yeah.
bullshit.
straight diarrhea.
All right, I'm adding up the totals right now. Kevin, wasn't Michael Ironside in that what was that movie, that independent movie about the young fella who it's like the dystopian future?
Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings, The Two Towers.
No. I know Kevin's because we've talked about it at some point in the
You
past.
say that like I give a really close guess.
No.
No, Mike, no, it's not that.
I get it, but no.
Could you picture like Michael
I could
Ironside
see
as this
that.
character in Lord of the Rings, though, making that face?
But,
like in the
but he's a
battle
hobbit,
scenes.
so he's wicked short.
Some
He was on his-
fuzzy feet.
But all he did was he just got on his knees and put sneakers in front of his kneecaps.
Like Dorf on golf.
Yeah, he sneezes.
Shit.
bad.
No, he was in Nobody. I just watched that not that long ago.
All right. I want to guess the score.
121.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
142.
And then Mike said 141.
I said 121.
Oh,
I'm
Kevin?
not trying to fucking price is right, Scott.
I don't know. I'm not
I
even-
met him. I
Poor
think this actually might
It's gonna
tie
be
for,
okay.
this ties for fifth all time at 151.
Good for scanners.
We lost our shit after How Realistic.
Nice.
Lost our minds. I wasn't expecting that high.
You guys want to hear
Really
something
nice.
fucking strange? I just clicked a website known as Reddit. It's horrible. But the number 2 headline on my front page: David Cronenberg's Scanners heads to HBO as a series.
I heard about
What?
that.
Is Michael Ironside's going to be in it?
Yeah, full frontal. It's in the
Going all
contract.
face.
Every episode, rock hard. It's the opening credits.
Are you trying to the movie that you were talking about, Bill? Was that Total Recall? I was just trying to see if you were trying to tell me that I liked a
Oh no, it was a lot more recent. I can't-
Turbo Kid.
Turbo Kid. Thank you. That's the
Yeah,
one. Michael
Turbo Kid.
Ironside's he
Yeah.
has a scene. He has a scene in that where he's a bad guy and he's interrogating someone that was unconscious, and they come to and they find out that they've been cut open and their intestines like attached to some device that so they can get pulled out, but the person gives up the information right away because they don't want to be tortured. And he's like, "Oh, but I made this contraption," and he does it anyways because he wants to do it. So
Yeah.
that's a pretty fun movie.
Yeah, we should do that one too.
Mm.
Turbo Kid.
All right, but that's it for this time then, right, fellas?
Right.
Sure
You
thing,
done did
boss.
Mike, I have to ask you, you gonna watch Scanners?
Immediately.
Okay.
Actually, I have Scanners on my Plex. I've been meaning to watch it for a very long time.
No.